everyone, welcome to the Raspberry Pi AI series, where we turn your Pi into a powerful edge AI machine. In this episode, we're going to walk you through choosing the right Raspberry Pi, getting all the accessories you need, and setting up your system to get ready for real AI projects. So let's get started. Now, as of 2025, the Raspberry Pi is still a solid choice. It's compatible with tons of tutorials and has plenty of power for AI tasks. If you got the newer Raspberry Pi 5, even better, it runs faster, cooler, and handles AI workloads more efficiently. Avoid the older 0 or Model 1 Raspberry Pi or 2 or 3 or something like that, unless you're just tinkering with GPIO. For AI, you want at least 2 gigabytes of RAM, ideally 4 gigabytes or more. So if you're just getting started, I highly recommend buying a starter kit that includes a proper power supply. The Pi can be power hungry, especially during AI inference. You'll also need a keyboard and mouse. Wired or wireless is fine. I personally prefer a wired keyboard with wireless mouse. A monitor and a HDMI cable. If you're using the Pi 4 or Pi 5, don't forget that you need a micro HDMI to HDMI adapter, as the Pi no longer carries the full-size HDMI adapter port. You also need a 64 gigabyte or 128 gigabyte SD card. AI models and datasets really add up quickly with the amount of space that they take. You'll also need a camera. The official Raspberry Pi camera works really well. Any USB webcam would do, so I recommend you just pick up a regular, cheap USB webcam. You'll also need a microphone for voice-powered AI projects, and you'll need a speaker. If you plan to use audio playback, a cheap Bluetooth speaker works well. Just make sure it has an aux port. Also get a case with a fan. AI tasks generate heat, and thermal throttling will slow everything down. What you're going to want to do is, you're going to want to plug your keyboard and mouse into the black USB 2.0 ports on the Pi. Save the blue USB 3.0 ports for high-speed devices like external drives or cameras. Now, if you don't have your case with a heatsink and fan, make sure you install a heatsink and fan, especially if you're doing AI workloads. For simple electronics projects, you can skip it, but for AI, cooling is essential. Make sure everything is connected, power, display, input devices, and SD card. Once you have that done, you are now ready to install the operating system on your Raspberry Pi. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head over to the Raspberry Pi Foundation's website and download the Raspberry Pi Imager tool. Flash Raspberry Pi OS on your SD card, and it's the most compatible and beginner-friendly option for AI development. That's why I recommend you use that option. Now, when you insert the card, you power on your Pi and connect it to your monitor. If it reboots a few times, that's normal. It's expanding the file system. Once you're in, run the Raspberry Pi diagnostics tool and make sure your SD card is fast enough. Connect to Wi-Fi and perform a quick system update in the terminal. Now, once you're done with that process, your Raspberry Pi is now fully set up and ready for AI development. In the next video, we'll walk through installing some AI libraries and running your first AI projects. We'll start with simple machine learning projects. We'll work our way up to more recent deep learning stuff, and then we'll get to LLMs and more advanced, computer vision and audio projects. So be sure to subscribe, drop a comment if you're following along. See you in the next one.